Good morning and welcome to Morning Briefing. My name is Anka Metcalf. Today is Thursday, February 20th, 2014, and it is 9:33 a.m. Eastern Time. And I was just waiting for the market to open to present to you this morning briefing. Let's start by taking a look at the market today. And right in front of us, we have the four major time frames of the Qs. We have the 1 hour chart, the daily chart, the weekly, and the monthly chart. And I'm seeing a lot of buying activity right now on the smaller time frames into the Qs. Pre-market took the Qs lower to 89.25, and right now, right after the open, you can see that they're trading at 89.81. So right now, we just made an hourly buy right here, right off the hourly chart, and the most important figure right here is going to be the $90 area. So if we pop over $90 today, there are higher odds that we're going to challenge previous day's high of $90.42. This is a pivotal moment for the Qs. So if the Qs will break this 89.45 area, there are odds of retracement into the 89 right here into the FIG and even into the 88.50 area. So be very cautious around $89.50 area. So if we get a breach of this area, short-term trading can be to the downside. So for today, if we breach again $90 area, there are odds of continuing higher into the previous high, $90.42. Let's take a quick look at the SPYs. SPYs are recouping some of the loss. You could see the very bullish sandwich that we have going on onto the monthly chart. 184.95. It seems that this is the number that we're going to try to go for. A beautiful new high, finally a new high in the SPY at this FIG right here, challenging the previous high. So into an area of a lot of support, a lot of major resistance right here of 189 area. So a lot of pressure right here. The SPYs gap down this morning to 182.50 pre-market, and right now recouping trading at, you can see it right here, 183.60. Okay, so for today, I chose to look at financials. So what are the financials doing? They have been lagging for a little while, and it's time to take a look. Are we going to take action in financials? And we're going to take a look at the sector, and then we're going to take a look at some financial stocks. XLF is the symbol of the sector, and as you can see right here, the high was set at $22.16 back in January, so it was more than a month ago, and you could see that it's having a really hard time onto the weekly chart, just pushing higher to challenge this previous high. Daily chart, you could see sell right here. You could see a lot of sell going on right here, but look at the level. It stopped at 21.38. This is an area of minor support created by a previous high right here. So right into January 31st, that created a shelf of support. So 21.35 is a real level of support right here. So if we breach this level, 21.33, and these are high odds of continuing lower, so if we get this follow through from this big daily bar right here, and if we break this area, there are odds of continuing lower in the $20.50 area. But if we challenge the high again into 21.74, there are odds of continuing higher right here in the $22.16, which is the previous high. Let's take a look now, a close look at some of the financials, some of the major financials that I'm watching. Bank of America, you could see right here from the daily chart, weak base developing very close to support at $16. So below $16, this is a sell. And there are odds of continuing lower into the $15 and $15.50 and $15. So the more it's going to consolidate here, it means that it's going to gain some weakness, and there are odds of continuing lower if it trades below $16. Let's take a look at GS, Goldman Sachs. Okay, and very interesting pattern onto the weekly chart. You can see right here that it triggered a weekly buy, but still below the 20 period moving average and even below the 10 exponential moving average. It's still in a very strong uptrend onto the weekly chart, but you can see the resistance right here that has developed at 176.25. So slow grind to the upside. You could see that the moving averages are trying to capture this price, are actually trying to create a new level of support at 162.45. So if GS, Goldman Sachs, is going to trade above 166, there are odds of continuing higher. So this will be a breakout onto the daily that can propel it into the 170 and even into the 175 with an ultimate target, a medium-term target into the 180 and 181. So very interesting pattern right here on Goldman Sachs. So this is going to be a major watch for us that for a new potential signal over 166 or 166.20. So this is the area that we're going to watch. The stop that we're going to apply for this trade is going to be below 159.50. So we're going to reevaluate it at the time of the trigger, and we might be able, if this support area under 163 holds, we might raise our stop to this area. Let's take a look at JP Morgan. Okay, so JP Morgan is a little bit more bullish than BAC. So we have a cluster right here that we're currently watching, and the focal area is going to be 159. As long as this support area holds here at 157.23, there are odds for this stock, for JP Morgan, to continue higher into the 59.80 area and into the 60 area. There's a lot of congestion at the $60 area. So right now the price does not favor a long or a short, so this is going to be on hold. I would really love for this stock to trade around right above the $69 level and see the reaction at $60, even a pierce of the $60 and then a pullback, and that would be viable. And the last stock that we will watch for today is going to be WFC. And as you can see right here, very weak consolidation due to yesterday's sell. You can see right now breaching last week's support level at 45.50 area. And for short term, it does have room to continue lower into the 44.18 area. So not looking very bullish as well. Nevertheless, we are in a very, very strong uptrend. We do not favor shorts at this time. We need to let the market some time to develop into a much more clearer pattern for financials. Thank you so much for listening for today, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook. It's facebook.com/tradeoutloud, and follow me on Twitter. It's twitter.com/AnkaMetcalf. Thank you so much for joining me today. See you tomorrow.